You're listening to LSPN, the authority on sports-related podcasts.
Welcome to the Vandegrift Football Show. I'm your host, Chris Daly, and each week I will sit down with Coach Drew Sanders, and we will talk about Vandegrift Vipers football. Hey, we want to give a big thanks to Michael and Christina Underwood, the Underwood team, for sponsoring the show. Family-owned and operated, accredited luxury specialists, and proud supporters of Viper Nation. The Underwood team, your Vandegrift Viper area real estate experts. All right, everybody join me in welcoming Coach Drew Sanders to the show. Coach, how are things today?
Good. Just working hard and getting ready for our next game and trying to fix our mistakes from our game against McNeil.
Well, let's talk about the McNeil game. Very tight game, defensive struggle. Talk about the flow of that game and what your takeaway was.
Yeah, going into the game, I would have thought it was going to be a high-scoring game.
Yeah.
Two offenses that have some firepower, but it ended up being the exact reverse. A lot of stops, a lot of a low-scoring affair. Offensively, I thought we did some good things. We did move the ball. I think we had over 300 yards of offense, but we got stopped on fourth down 5 different times. That was kind of the story of the night. And so, we're obviously looking at how to correct that and make sure that we have the right call, we have the right play practice, all of those things, the right execution. And so that was credit to them, but at the same time, we've got to do a better job. And then defensively, we had some timely stops. We really did. Got multiple takeaways. We've been talking for the last month. We were wanting takeaways and trying to get them. And so we got several, so that was positive. But we've got to find a way to, take advantage of those things. So we'll learn from that and try to move forward.
Nice. So let's pull out some defensive players because this was a defensive showcase for both teams. But call out some of your defensive players who really stood up.
Well, two of my main leaders that have been playing well all year, Parker Davis and Hugo de Navarro Vasquez, man, they both caused takeaways. Both were very physical and violent. I thought Thomas Foote played mean and physical up front. And proud, particularly of his play up front. And then, Chase Ritchie's been doing a great job at corner and making some plays. So those are 4 seniors right there that just really proud of, and they're getting better and better. Nice.
So what does after a game like this, it was a tough loss, but there's some takeaways. What does a Saturday film study look like for you?
Well, it's obviously not as fun. We've been winning a lot. So you really don't like doing this after the loss. But what you do is you just try to look at a couple things. You're trying to look at anything that went well and replicate that and talk about that and why. And then you're trying to find things that didn't go wrong. Sometimes those are obvious. Sometimes those things aren't obvious. And so you go and you dive into what went wrong. Was it things like the play call? Defense or offense? Was it our lack of practice on that concept that we ran or that we called? Was it a mistake by a young man that didn't understand what he was supposed to do? A lot of times it's all 3 of them, and so that's what you're doing. You're trying to find why and what, and then you're going back and trying to evaluate that and move forward, and that's really all phases.
Yeah, definitely. So let's talk about Cedar Ridge. They're 2-2 in district play, and where things stand, it's like there's a lot of very
it's wide open
right now.
Yeah. Well, the thing that I talked to the team about, and I think that they understand this, is that everything we want in front of us is still there. While the undefeated district champs isn't there, we can still be district champs the way the district looks. Yeah. And so it is tight as it gets. I think Hutto's the only one that hasn't lost a game, but they also haven't played some of the ones that were picked to be at the top of the district yet. And so obviously they're a good team, but they haven't gone through the Vistas and the McNeils and the Round Rocks of the world. And so that'll be interesting to watch that happen. But they are a very good team. So we'll see. But as far as the Vipers, we've got to keep our eyes moving forward. We've got to understand that we've got everything in front of us. And then it wasn't like we didn't do some good things. We did. So let's find those good things. Let's fix the bad things, and let's move forward and take them 1 week at a time. So that includes Cedar Ridge at Dragon Stadium on Friday night.
Nice. And a lot of coaches will have either like a word of the day or a week or a phrase or something specific they're working on for the week. Do you do anything like that?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, we have a theme of the week, and this week's theme is fight. It makes a lot of sense. We've got to fight through some adversity and some injuries and the loss and all that stuff. And then there's several ways that we're doing that. We always have bullet points and stuff. But yeah, that's definitely our word of the week. And I think our boys have done that, and we'll hopefully see what that looks like on Friday night.
Excellent. And finally, Coach, without detail, scale 1 to 10, where you are health-wise.
Man, that's a hard question to answer. It's definitely not a high. Right? Yeah, it's definitely not a high number. We've definitely had our fair share of injuries and some unusual injuries as far as like the length and the duration of those, where it just takes a while to get them back. So, but the thing that we focus on when an injury happens is it is the young man can't help the team for that moment, so we're going to support him, but it's a great opportunity for somebody else behind them to step up. And so we try to focus on that and the story of a young man getting an opportunity and seeing what he does with that. And so that's one of our focuses has been the last 2 or 3 weeks.
I love that. Yeah, definitely. And guys, Coach, best of luck this week. Hopefully next week we're talking about another district win and moving towards that repeat district championship.
I love it.
Did you play Texas high school football? If you did, you're part of an elite group, the Brotherhood of Texas High School Football. All football players, past and present, who have ever suited up in the Lone Star State are eligible. Go to LoneStarGridiron.com/brotherhood. And thank you for the part you played in the greatest sport in the greatest state.